This mini-series is a few introductory videos on how to use the different features of the Ampervan. So here we are in the Ampervan, ready for cruising. So we've got 190 miles in the tank. Please don't take this as the gospel truth. The Ampervan range is typically about 100 miles, slightly more than 100 miles. So what I recommend going with is this percentage gauge. So it shows us that we've got 100% battery now, and effectively the number of percent you've got is the number of miles you've got. That's, I think, a much safer way to work it. We'd rather you have more than you think. To start it up is like a normal car. So I say normal, like a combustion engine car. So you take the key into the ignition, turn it right over, and then you'll see that it's started when... So I've got my foot on the brake, turn the key right over, and then we're ready to drive. And the head-up display will pop up. That's got my current speed, the current speed limit on it, and the status of the cruise control is on there as well. So if we want to drive, this is our gear selector. So push up to reverse, have to have my foot on the brake to change gear, up for reverse, down for drive, and then if you don't have either of those, it'll go into neutral. This B button, I think you press pretty much every time. That activates the regenerative braking, which will make the car slow down, or make the van slow down as soon as you take your foot off the accelerator. So it's a really nice driving experience, but it also improves the range of the van as well. So I use the B button all the time when I'm driving it. So we put it into reverse. It's got a camera on the back, handy for reversing into sights, so you can see out the back there, and we just press the accelerator pedal and the parking brake will come off and we're reversing back. And then if we want to go forwards, just push the gear selector into D for drive, and away we go. We're in drive mode. Other controls here, the drive mode selector I tend to not use very much. It'll give on the center display here what we're in. We've got power, normal and eco. So eco mode will just reduce the performance a little bit, and the heater doesn't work as well. So if you're summer driving, eco can be quite good to maximize the range. Normal gives you a normal amount of power, and power will use the battery a bit quicker if you put it in that, but it'll go a little bit faster. So I'm going to put it back to normal for now. Other controls, we've got the screen wash, which looks like I need to do just now. It's just to pull this stalk towards you. The rear wiper is on here, so to turn it one way and the back wiper comes on, and turn it fully and it'll wash the back window for you as well if you've been somewhere grubby. Then we've got the front wipers here, push down for auto, and there's a little auto symbol will come up here, and that'll make it come on when it's raining, and up one for off, and then you can have intermittent 2 and 1 if it's really peeing it down. We're in Scotland, so you'll need to know that. Then the indicators are on this side both ways, and they flash 3 times if you just give it a nudge, like most modern cars do. The lights are generally on auto, but if you want to force the lights on, you can turn this one and that'll force the lights. But I would say auto is probably the way to go for that. And this one down here is the cruise control. So you have to turn cruise control on or off first. So if you press minus, it turns it on, or it doesn't because my speed's too low because we're not moving. You press minus to activate the cruise control, and then these plus and minus buttons set the speed that you're going at. And cruise control can be a really good way to conserve range, because going at 70 miles an hour rather than 80 miles an hour is, going at 60 miles an hour rather than 70 miles an hour is a much, it's a massive saving in battery consumption. So quite often driving an electric vehicle, it's faster to go slower because you don't need to charge if you go a bit slower. So the cruise control is a useful feature for that.